So I got another snowblower. The good ones with the tracks. It's a Honda. It runs and it moves. It does everything, but everything's just loose on it. So if you move the chute like that way, and then you go like 2 feet, it'll then be pointed that way. Or if you have it pointed down, it'll do the opposite in about 3 or 4 feet. So if you're trying to be nice to the neighbors and not hit their car with a rock and pointing it that way and down, you just drive it and then it'll be pointed at your neighbors and up. Everything works. It's just everything's loose. So there's something I can do down here to help adjust the whatever stiffness, tightness, whatever you want to call it, of the chute. Up here, not sure what I can do. Maybe you can put a new like washer in here and it's just worn down. It'll kind of hold a little tighter. No idea. It's got a shear pin broken under here, and it's the one super far back where you can't get a punch to remove the remainder of the pin that didn't come out. So I'm probably gonna have to take like way too much stuff off to get to it. It's fine. The light that's not bright enough to see anything, it usually turns around and points at you the whole time just from vibration. It seems tight right now, but it's not. Once this runs, everything just moves. I'm going to tighten this, and I have an LED bulb so you'll actually be able to see with the light. So I tried tightening it, and that didn't work, so there's probably a bushing or something worn out, no matter how tight you tighten it. Actually, judging by the 17 washers in here, this isn't the first time this has been done. I'm gonna grind this down so it's way smaller. That way the hole size remains the same. And then I'm gonna put either a smaller bolt or more washers, and then so I'll do a bit of machine work to this. I got that brought down, probably 2/3 of the size that it was, and it's crooked. Now the washer is thinner than the rubber bushing, so the bushing will compress and hopefully hold this straight. Oh my. There we go. So that still moves, but doesn't spin. So the vibration will get soaked up by the bushing, but it's not enough to spin the whole light around. There's the old bulb. Might as well not even be in there. We're gonna try. It fits and hopefully it lights up. That'd be good. There we go. Light works, and as you can see, it runs no problem. Okay, so what you can do here, because the issue is these little, there's 3 of them. These little clamps are supposed to pinch down on this lip just enough to keep it from vibrating, but not enough to keep it from turning with this gear. And right now it's just sloppy. So take these off, and what you can do is take a hammer here and just knock it up, which would make this, so you knock this up, then it would angle them down like this. But this is one piece, the whole thing. So if you break this or bend it the wrong way, not good. This, if you bend it the wrong way, you can throw it out and go to Honda and get one for $45. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do two at a time, just so this is still there. Both sides, so we get the biggest contact we can. Do a little more. You just want enough so it's grabbing, or at least making contact the whole time. Try that. Okay, so that's not nearly enough. Like, we want that touching down on this chute. So we have to put like a significant bend in that. And if you don't like this idea, you're more than welcome to give me a different one, but this is what I'm doing. You see now that's making contact now. And you can still move it, like, so we'll do this one. And we don't, yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Alright, so the shear pin. The one, of course, it's the one at the very back. And I can't, the center, like the shear pin didn't come all the way out of the shaft. It's still broken inside. And I can't get a punch in here or nothing, so I'm going to have to, I think, just take this all off, get at it, fix it, and then throw it back in. I don't think it's that difficult. I think, you know, a couple bolts and this whole thing comes out, but so there's the that seems loose. Ah. Oh no. So in here, I don't think that's supposed to be like that. And I don't think that's supposed to look like that. I think that's supposed to maybe be part of a bearing. That's not good. I'm hoping I can just take this cover off and access everything I gotta access under there, and I hope I don't have to actually remove this whole scoop. So I'm gonna get to what I gotta get to, and I'll bring you back after and we'll deal with this. Okay, so it's taken apart. A little more than I had planned, but there's your bearing. So you can see the grease just everywhere, even on the pulley here. It's just a mess, but completely disintegrated. Nothing left of this bearing. No ball bearings in sight. And then there's your, or that's the original reason I even brought it in here, was for that shear pin, just to punch that out. But turned into a bit of a bigger job. This thing looks awesome. Just tracks. Like you can put a little blade on that and grade your driveway, or pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna pop this off and go to Honda and see what they got. Okay, so we got our old bearing here, which is completely worn out, to our new bearing. And I bought a new bearing, whatever, holder too, just because it was all
wore out that is. That's not just from rocks. That's from that. Like, look how oblong the hole is. So I think I saved it in time, but it's pretty rough. It's been a while. Been wore out for a while. Pulley back on. Got her bearing down tight. Spins. So